Hello and welcome back to our Total War campaign as the Greenskins with tremendous money problems. There's that's fun and exciting. Getting income there. We don't have much money. I think we need to keep going around and it's going to bankrupt us. We need to keep going around and start sacking settlements and whatnot. Obviously I was sort of holding back a little bit because I did want to holding back on sacking the settlements for money because I did want to actually capture them, because I figured in the long run actually having the settlements would get us a lot more taxes. Now it's hard to tell which war is for which. I suppose we can set you that one, you will be set to that one. Hopefully those two will go down pretty easily. That will be the hope. We did finally manage to get Carrick 8 peaks here. Valiant Sorrow. It would be good to get the Goblin Watchtower there, but the money is also very important to me. I think next turn, we're going to march this guy out into enemy territory and start to loot and raid that, because the money we get from looting could actually offset our negative income at the moment, so that would be ideal. Doesn't look like we have any moves. You could probably tunnel to somewhere. You can tunnel to there. Oh, that's cheeky. I think I can sort of get to it. Hang on. Gotta do some... There we go. Oh, did it. There we go. Yeah. Buildings are damaged. That's fine. There's not too much I can do about that at the moment. We have taken Black Iron Mine thanks to our war, which is very good for us. Pretty upset, understandably. This is pretty safe in this spot, so we can just go like full income here. I think that's what we'll do. You are going to Carrick Azul. That should be that sorted. Okay. We're gonna have to hold off on this building, just so we make sure we've got enough money. Dump you in Valiant Sorrow. And even you will have... Am I scared of this dwarf army? Yeah, reasonably. It's pretty big and scary. I think we can have you dip to... I'm not sure if we could beat them. I mean, there's a lot of tough infantry there. Old Grumblers, I think there's an effect for that. I'm immune to psychology, so that's maybe not a big issue. Because I do want to get this army out there and start to raid, but I am worried about the fact that they could just be beaten by that army, so we'll send them to there for now. They should be pretty safe there. Not quite in range of reinforcements, I don't think, but we'll have to see. But Black Iron Mine being secured is very good for us, makes me happy. Spike Peak is down there, so we will set your new target to that. And then we'll keep moving south. Just getting our guard to do everything, because they're free, so we might as well just send them in. More bodies. Yeah. Looks like the Dwarfs have recruited another Lord here. We've got Kurgan Drengar. I do want to see if we get you, put you onto march. Maybe put you into not ambush. Raiding camp. Okay, we're not quite raiding anything there. Just to there. Put you in a raiding camp. That gets us a bit of money. I'm still gonna go bankrupt very soon, so that's an issue. Just still repairing a bit, but it's only the Goblin Shaman who I think is probably like, he's not going to be in combat anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. I think maybe we can get him over in this province and start to raid Gringorakaz. Oh, man, I'm butchering those pretty damn hard. Yeah, money's an issue. We're cutting it real fine. Verge of bankruptcy. We won't quite go bankrupt, which is okay. Ironrock is being attacked. I don't think we can win that battle. Yeah, so we might just lose Iron Rock here, which is very bad for me because it's a very important settlement. Yeah, it looks like they've just sacked it, which is also an issue because I think we'll probably have negative income now. Not quite, so... Okay, that's a mission issued. It only gives us diplomatic relations with those guys, which honestly isn't a big deal. I don't care too much about it. Iron Rock was just sacked. That's okay. We shouldn't get a rebellion there. Thorgrim here. We can probably take him out. We march you. We'll get us over to like here. We could probably double team this dwarven army here, which would be very good because not only would we get a lot of good income from it, but also it takes out a big dwarf army. Right, so they've moved out of the way. Put you back up to a raiding camp because this other army can't reinforce it, so we're like that for now. We're about to go bankrupt. What we can try and do is say to perhaps Burak-Var.
Come then, messenger.
They don't want peace. War with them. War with these guys and war with the dwarves.
Do not sully
they do want peace.
Any longer.
Let's see if we can get any money out of it. 300 should be enough to get us out of it, but if we can get more, then that's better for us. Let's see if we can do 1200. High? Okay, we can keep pushing it. We can keep pushing it. It'd be good to see if I mean, let's just do like the max. Low. Okay. It'd be good to see what the chances of accepting it is during this screen. I think we can take that. 1500 is still pretty good. Gets the dwarves off our backs. So that army is no longer an issue. So we can move back in here and continue to raid. It will piss them off, but who cares, honestly. That's that. Karakazul is being sieged. It doesn't have a very big garrison, so I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to look here. So Crackdoman, Deaf George, and Karak Asgol. So there must be a couple other cities down here, which makes sense. Interesting to see on this map here. You can sort of see where my cursor is. There's like a little pass down there. That'll be interesting to see if that's part of the when they increase the size of the maps. If that's like a little pass to get down there. That'd be interesting to see. We do want income. It would also be good to get in a Black Crag, but we cannot afford it at the moment. It's still very expensive. You can get that, as can Valia's Sorrow. It'll take 1 turn to build, and that should help with our money problems. We'll go bankrupt for 1 turn next turn. But I think that's okay. Because we'll end up having positive money. That is including raiding there, so... We didn't go bankrupt, but... So I think, yeah, this army was hurt from it. We're getting the money from it, so... These guys being hurt isn't an issue. I would like to have them, say, tunnel over to here. Because it would be nice to go take Dringorax. Trespassing, I know. Makes them very upset. So getting taxes out of this province. What else do we need here? Crooked Fang Fort. And that's part of that. Karakazul needs Spy Peak. Karakazul, okay. Just sussing out the provinces, because if we can get the 5% tax rate out of each of, as like the commandments of each of the provinces, then that's really good for us, I think. Provinces Dissolution of Nagash. So, mission issued raid. Factorman gives us a bunch of money. That's down there, that's doable. But we've taken Spite Peak and Karakazul, so money is doing well. Set these guys. Misty Mountain. Not a very scary garrison, so perhaps even you guys send down to the Misty Mountain. And this war we will send down to I suppose Tradterman. As of now, we're doing very well here. Those dwarves are so unbelievably powerful. I mean, we're not gonna have enough money, so could tunnel them just to there, and they can't change the movement from that. Grimgor has a very small garrison, so it'd be nice and easy to take over. I'm still making money. We'll keep looting Crooked Fang Fort, and we do want to keep our armies around here because there's the chance that if we do continue to move south down here, then we can kill, say, this dwarf army and get a lot of work done, and then from there we can push west because there's more dwarves and stuff over there, and then push back north. Iron Rock is under threat here. There's nothing I can really do about that. If they take Iron Rock, then it's kind of bad because we'll lose a bit of money out of it. A decent amount, actually. But hopefully we can just keep pushing south and it's not an issue. Right, we can do a commandment over here. They're pretty upset, so I think getting the obedience one is a good idea. Any money that we can spend here, in Karakazul, we will get the boss tent. Just start with obedience because it's pretty bad around here. Conquest will go down by 20 next turn, and then once the provincial instability goes down as well, then just one obedience camp should solve that problem. Yeah, we'll just continue to keep moving south here. I mean, we're making great progress now. Losing a bit of leadership for 1200 money is pretty good. And I don't particularly want to lose fight in this either. Although we are continuously conquering, but you know, I think we want the teeth. The teeth. I think the teeth is good. So we'll get the big bus tent and more money buildings. Never mind, we can't afford it. Well, we should be able to after we take Grimgor Ironhide. So, I mean, I'm gonna auto resolve it. I know we're missing out on some of the very awesome, cool battles that you normally get, but we'll save that for when we verse like a dwarven army or something of that sort. There we go. The Grimgor is now ours. Almost have this whole province secured. All we need now is the Crooked Fang Fort, which is definitely an option for something that we could take. But we do want to continue to look around and make sure that we are getting lots of money, especially in these border provinces where eventually they're not going to be attacked at all. I mean, these are already pretty deep in our territory, so it'd be quite hard to hit. Grimgor has leveled up. I think... Yeah, okay, wow. I think we've got him as much weapon strength as we can get him. We can increase his melee attack, which is, I think, you know, not a bad idea, especially, you know, keeping in mind with our plan here. But I think he already does enough damage, so we'll start to get him some Scarred Veteran, perhaps. Missile resistance, charge bonus could be useful. Hard to hit. Leadership and armor. Actually, getting the Wa is really what I want. Plus 34 melee attack and plus 8 leadership is very good. So we'll go with this. More leadership. Also, Clubber Spear Chaka has leveled up as well. So he's a shaman, so Madcap Mushrooms. That's pretty good. That's well, but we don't have any other spells to really use it with anyway, so we'll get Itchy Nuisance because it's a fantastic spell. And yeah, just keep going. Keep conquering. I mean, we're doing, in this episode alone, compared to you know, the last whole recording session where we only took Karak, this episode, we've taken Black Iron Mine, Karakazul, Grimgor, Spite Peak, and probably Misty Mountain and Cradterman. That's quite an improvement in pace in the last few episodes. We could go sneak Crooked Fang Fort if there's no walls or anything a part of it. Quest issued, Grimgor Ironhide. Use a hero to perform an action against the settlement belonging to the following race, Dwarf Homes. 1500 gold. We can do that. We just need Slimy Edbutt here. Go into Crooked Fang Fort. Settlement does not have walls. Interesting. Well then, don't worry about it. Drinkrax. Valley of Sorrow, I think, is pretty out in the front here. So we would want to get that. Drinkrax, I think, is safe. We'll get it some more money. This Y is going to Krattumen, that one's going to Misty Mountain. I think we can rush in here, take Crooked Fang Fort, and do some good work. As for, this is Skulk Gut Stabber, so this is the Shaman. Be good to get our units to do more damage, eventually get that buff, but this is a Shaman, it would be nice to get spells on him. Sneaky Stealing. Maybe we do get, say, Raider or something like that. Come from looting settlements. I think we do want to get Raider. Because having that that income coming in from settlements is pretty darn good, I think. So, can we get you to get to Crooked Fang Fort? Not quite. If we were to tunnel, then we could do it. We're making enough money anyway, so we're going to get this army to tunnel here. These guys are going to march to here. Or march to there. Okay, how's our fightiness doing? It's doing fine there, and it's doing absolutely fine there. Very good. We don't have the money, so we will send Slimy Edbutt up north. Maybe assassinate some of these guys who are raiding us and being kind of annoying. Besides from that, doing pretty good. Doing very good, to be completely honest. We're taking Misty Mountain, so that's pretty good. Iron Rock is being attacked again. I think we might just lose it altogether now. I don't think there'll be too much money left in there to sack, so they could just take it. Which they have, so that's kind of bad for us. We're going to be probably losing money at this point. Not quite. But we did complete this objective, so that goal. So that's 6,000 treasury, which is pretty good. We have lost Iron Rock, and that is the continuation of that other mission. So, that's pretty awesome. Thorgrim here. I think with this army here, we can probably take him out. If we could assassinate him first, that would be extra nice. There's only a 25% chance that we actually do it, but a 25% chance to kill Thorgrim. Oh, that is lovely. That is absolutely lovely. Slimy Edbutt has redeemed himself. 100%. You're getting yourself a giant wolf. You've earned that, buddy. Okay, so Dwarves, we're gonna declare war on them now. Because one of their armies, it's hard to say how many others they've got, is now basically dead. So we're gonna declare war on them. Bakra is gonna, I mean, they're already at war with us anyway, so they're already pissed off, but that's okay. Because we're gonna march in here, take Crooked Fang Fort. Obviously we're gonna auto-resolve this. Everyone will die, get us a good amount of money. There we go. We could loot and occupy, which gives a lot more province instability and conquest penalty. I want to say it is a lot, and we don't get too much money from it, so I think we'll just occupy it for now. We killed him, we got Spell Shield, melee defense and magic resistance plus 15% is very strong. Eastern Badlands is now under our control. It's turned out pretty darn good this episode. We're doing a lot of lovely work here. Now, we could, well, we need to, make sure that the obedience around here is secure, so we'll do it in Crooked Fang Fort, we'll get the boss tent, never mind. We need a level 2 settlement for that, so I guess Valley of Sorrow, I guess we can put it in there for now, and we'll upgrade Valley of Sorrow. Getting more money would also be nice, so we can do that like that. There we go. This has been a pretty good episode. You do need a new target. We're going to set you to take back our lovely and very dear Iron Rock. We'll send the wars back up north because I think we've secured everything down here. Okay, we'll end the episode there. Normally the first episodes are a bit slower because I'm trying to get my way back into things after not playing a game for a couple of days. But I think we did pretty well this episode. I mean, how much was it? How many settlements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 at all. We'll say 5 because we lost Ironville. But still, capturing 5 is pretty good. I mean, obviously we could continue on this episode for a bit longer. And we could take Cradtoman and Carrick as Asgal, but I think we're going to leave it here. Next episode, we'll start off with this battle with the Dwarves, because that's going to be a lot of fun, and a lot easier thanks to the death of Thorgrim. The Red Fangs will be wiped out, we'll get those gems, we'll take Death Gorge, not George. That's not a, anyway, whatever. Okay, so that's this episode done, so join me next time when we're gonna kick some more butt. I'll see you then.